what one does when no one is looking at him. Did you understand that? I may be a very sophisticated gentleman talking to you here in my pant and trousers and all that. And when I go home, I may be a big rascal cheating everybody. That is not a good culture. Culture is walking your talk, talking your walk. Did you understand that? So beautifully put it in the Indian scriptures. Vakevam kritayevam sajjanam, vakevam kritayevam durjanam. One who says what he does and does what he says is a sajjana. One who says something and does something else, he is walking the talk with that Gupta in the Indian Express. That's all. Walk the talk, you know. They talk their talk and walk their walk, which are diametrically opposite to each other. But yours, walking your talk, will keep you alive and healthy for a long, long time. Last, a clear conscience. You have cheated somebody, say sorry. You have hurt somebody, say sorry. Somebody has hurt you, forgive him. Kshamavan aptopasevi bhavet arogyam, says the Indian culture. Kshamavan, forgive. But if you want the Western culture, an English poet came to India. Stayed in India for 8 years. His name is Rudyard Kipling. Have you heard of Kipling? He went back and wrote a poem. If, have you heard of If? If is a poem which is voted as the best English poem now. Better than Shakespeare, Milton, Case, Yeats, Keats, everybody. What does it say? If you can keep your head when all about you have lost theirs and blame it on you, if you can be hated, remember that? If you can be hated, but do not give for hatred yourself, if you can be lied about, but do not lie yourself, if you can walk with the kings, but still keep your common touch, if you can mix with the crowd and still keep your virtue, and if you can fill, this is the most important, if you can fill the unforgiving minute, I want to kill him, that unforgiving minute, with a mile distance run worth, you shall be a man, my son, and more, this earth shall belong to you. What a beautiful poem. The most important part of that, when you want to, when you want to kill somebody, forget that. Fill that minute with something else which is nice. In short, he says, don't hate nobody, don't lie to anybody, don't cheat nobody. You must see some people, when they are with the big people, they are very, very humble, nice. Yes, sir, yes, sir. When you go home and talk to your servant, hey, you're like that, That's not your good culture. I was once, when a girl came to me, one of the students, he said, sir, this boyfriend of mine, I don't know, he wants to marry me, but I don't know how good he is. How do I find out, sir? She said. Honestly, she came. So I told her, very simple, ask him to take you to a restaurant for a evening, date or whatever. Very posh restaurant. A restaurant where he knows the owner and others. Then just see what he does. Just see how he talks to the owner when he enters the restaurant. And then how he talks to the server when he comes to give you the thing. And how he talks to the cleaner who comes to clean the table. He said, how do I make out, sir? Supposing he abuses the cleaner and praises the owner, don't marry that boy. Supposing he's the same for both, he's a good boy. He's a good. So she did that. And she went there. As they were going in, the owner was coming in. So he said, sir, it's a very nice hotel, sir. This girl is my classmate, sir. And she is so nice, so polite. They went and sat, and the table had some dirt on it. Hey, Ingada, clean pandra. By the time he said that, this girl had left the table. She was not there at all. And they never got married to each other. This is the best test that you can do. Always. Very good test. Remember that. So if you want to know how good a man is, just see his behavior with his superiors and his inferiors. If it is the same, he or she is a good human being. So you know whom to deal with. This is very important. Life can be miserable if you associate yourself with bad people. You must have satsanga for two reasons. Good. A, we are all bundles of jumping leptococcus. We are bundles of energy. So when we sit close to each other, the leptococcus change between you. That's why I come here and hug Peter. Peter is a very good man. All his leptococcus are very good. So I want to get some good leptococcus. If you keep company with, say, gangsters, criminals, thugs every day, sooner than later you will become a criminal yourself. There's a saying in English, birds of the same feather flock together. So keep yourself in good company, you will be fine. Now, what to do the whole day? Don't do the same work for a long time. That is really tiring. Change your work, but keep on working as long as you are awake. Never sleep during the daytime. Never ever sleep during the daytime, and never ever use the bed for anything other than sleeping at night. Not for reading, not for computering, not for sitting and watching the television. No. Don't go near the bed after you get up in the morning till you want to hit the sack. In between you are only up and working. But changing work is the ideal thing. Supposing you are a computer buff. Whole day sitting in front of that idiot's box is not a good idea. You sit there for half an hour, 1 hour, concentrate, get up and do something physical, then get up, go and do something else, go and help your wife or husband in the cooking, as the case may be, who is cooking at home. Whatever you do, you just do that. So you try your hand at everything. You can wash your own clothes, you can iron them yourself, you can do anything you like if you have free time. In the office also it's like that. Supposing you go on sitting in the place and you're going to peon, keep on pressing the bell. Don't do that. If you want to talk to your colleague, get up for a little while, walk up to him, and then talk to him and come back and sit. And in between, if you feel tired in the office, I'll teach you something very simple to relax. Get up from your chair, stand erect, straight, lift this hand, up, bring it here, and see. No, sitting you can't do that, because these muscles should get pulled like that. And then, see. Other side. Then stitch your fingers together. Turn it upside down. Take it up. Look at that. Look at it. Just above your head. And then go back as much as you can. Go to the left as much as you can. Go to the right as much as you can. And you see the difference. Maybe once in 25-30 minutes you do that. But tell your colleagues you are doing it on intention, otherwise they'll think something has gone wrong with you. The girls might not become your girlfriend. So you better tell them, I am exercising, you can also do that. Each one reach one at least. So do that. That's about your daytime, about your food, about your rest, about your exercise. Then the most important thing is how to deal with others. Never hurt anybody's sentiments. There's a beautiful saying, Satyam bruyat, Priyam bruyat. Na bruyat, Satyam apriyam. It's the most important thing. Tell the truth, because it's very good. Listen to the truth, it's very good. But if the truth is unpleasant to the listener, try to avoid that unpleasant truth. This is a very important thing, remember that. Supposing I am telling the truth and I want to call you and tell you, whatever I feel, it may be the truth, but it may not please the other person. Don't hurt another's feelings. After all, it doesn't pay in the long run. If you can, be liberal in praise, but very stingy in criticism. Very parsimonious in criticism. Criticism is very easy. You know who a critic is? A critic is one who knows where to go, but doesn't have the transport. You write a book, let us say. Madam writes a beautiful book. So much hard work has gone into it. And I am supposed to be a book critic. And I outright damn it one day. Now, I only know how not to write a book. But I don't know how to write a book and I haven't written a book. No critic has ever written anything. But a critic has a role. Winston Churchill said, he has a right to criticize. Now I'll make it she. Because now I'm using only man. She has a right to criticize. Who has a heart to help? What did Churchill say? He has a right to criticize. Who has a heart to help? Supposing, I want Madam's book to be a better book. Supposing I find something like I can very nicely put it to her. Even putting that must be very nice. I'll give you an example. Lord Goshen becomes the first Lord of the Admiralty when Churchill was the leader of the opposition in the House of Commons. And Lord Goshen has no idea about the sea at all. But he becomes the First Lord of the Admiralty. In British system, First Lord of the Admiralty is the Chief of the Navy. He need not be a naval man, usually from the royal family. So Churchill so beautifully put it. Lord Goshen, who knows not the ocean or the motion, still becomes the First Lord of the Admiralty. Whole House of Commons went up in laughter and they continued their business. Supposing in our parliament it would happen, then they'll go on haranguing on Lord Goshen and pulling down this and throwing their mics and walking out, and we all pay for them from their hard-earned money, and these asses waste their time in the parliament. Asses is a very mild word. I'm afraid of the ass must feel bad. Because ass is much better than these people, so I shouldn't compare them with asses. They are non-human creatures.